Travis Wayne Goodsell. I just am sending a message to Mitt Romney. I hope that this video won't take too long for me to be rejected on the sending of it. Maybe I should do a copy. There we go. I put, as a fellow Mormon, I warned you not to allow Trump to be acquitted, and you were lukewarm, going half and half, knowing about Mosiah 29's warning. Now you've seen the consequences of that acquittal, as Trump knew about coronavirus but has purposely sought to give all Americans the virus to weed out the weak with herd immunity. 200,000 American lives sacrificed, as Trump considers us all losers and suckers. That is more deaths than the population of West Valley City. You know about Joseph Smith's warning to America about the Constitution to be in jeopardy, and that he intended to have his organization be the ones to protect America from this enemy attack. And I linked the Joseph Smith papers to that talk that he gave. You don't know that the Book of Mormon also warned us of Trump on the first page of 1 Nephi chapter 1, as Lehi has a dream of the sign of the Son of Man, which has been established as 23 September 2017, the first year of the reign of King Trump, puppet king of Russia. If you don't know the Book of Mormon, in the first year of the reign of King Zedekiah, Lehi has his Son of Man dream. Zedekiah was a puppet king of Babylon. But Joseph Smith also warned us of the date for the coronavirus, as to be dispersed by this enemy to America, as it is 3,333 years from the Jewish Exodus in 2448, as RBG died on the evening of the Jewish New Year, 5781. DNC 4531 identifies their intended weapon this year was to be an overflowing scourge for a desolating sickness. Doctrine and Covenants, section 4531. The Smiths were Yorkites and helped save William Morgan in Canandaigua, New York, where Smith Sr. was the master mason. The Illuminati of Johann Adam Weishaupt had expanded to infiltrate the American Scottish Rites, with 33 degrees as the honorary highest rank. The Youngs and Kimballs were from the Scottish Rites, as Heber's Wikipedia page under Masonry, though full of lies, reveals he knew about Joseph Sr. and William Morgan, but kept it secret by not disclosing their names, or the Kimball family is keeping it secret. The Eagle Gate is the symbol of the Illuminati conquering the York Rites of the Beehive Holiness to the Lord. This is why there is also an inverted pentagram on the Salt Lake Temple keystone of the Ark of the Door, and why Nauvoo shows the symbolic confession that Brigham Young ordered the murders of Joseph and Hiram. And I put his actual birth name spelling along with it. You are descended from Parley P. Pratt, who was in Sidney Rigdon's Ohio congregation, whom Sidney used to plagiarize his work in the beginning of the Book of Mormon to distance Sidney as the author of the Book of Mormon. This is the time and the attack on America the Smiths were trying to warn about, and now Trump and McConnell are attempting to rig the Supreme Court to further the destruction of America and establish their new world order of authoritarian monarchy to take away our agency and rights to life, liberty, and property. Do not vote for a replacement on the Supreme Court until after the election, though Trump already indicated he will prevent an election and declare martial law. Do not go down in history as a traitor to both America and Joseph's organization. It's processing. Processing. Thank you. Your message has been sent. There we go. Whew. Okay. And the other video is done. Dun, 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 dun. So 11 already on the other video, as we're getting to people waking up. And one person liked it. And we have one of the two Russians are also up. Alrighty. This is it, guys. If you're Mormon and you're listening to this video, what did you think the church was all about?
Oh, it's about love, harmony in the universe, and cities of light. Jesus, yay.
No! God. You've been played as puppets. This was all about this day and time, the end of the world, as they were attempting to destroy us with a coronavirus. The Smiths knew about it from Captain William Morgan. He found Joseph Smith Sr., informed him all about it, spent years talking to him as he was working on the publication of the books, being paid by the Batavian Press to work on it. But then they were discovered as William Morgan was arrested for bogus charges on 2 separate occasions, and thus it was clear they were not going to allow him to finish his books. And so he was removed from the United States for his safety by Smith Sr. So then Smith Sr. took over the publication, started writing it through Sidney Rigdon, who was the one who was given the manuscript pages to work on the plagiarizing into a story form. But Joseph Smith Jr. sort of screwed all that up by giving Martin Harris the 116 pages of which he destroyed because it had too much masonry for his comfort level. And so then they learned that Sidney Rigdon had another book that had never gotten published from Solomon Spaulding, Manuscript Found was the title of it. And so they decided, okay, Joseph, you're busted, you're on probation for your naughtiness. We'll sit in the corner until Father figures out what to do here. And he does indicate that he knew about Manuscript Found because he talks about Nephites and Lamanites in section 3. Yes, Joseph Smith Sr. is the Lord. It was not decoded by the church service missionaries who decoded as much as they could or wanted to for the 1981 edition of our English triple combination. And so yeah, he said he was going to work with Sidney Rigdon, and in chapter 10 or section 10, that's what he finally figures out talking with Sidney Rigdon, is that they'll do an arrangement where they'll use the Spaulding manuscript for the main portion of the Book of Mormon. Joseph was then Senior was going to rewrite the 116 pages, and that's why so much Isaiah was copied into it, but also his Freemasonry and Jewish mysticism of the Tree of Life were put in the replacement of the 116 pages. If you don't believe it, tough. This is how it is. These are the facts. It's up to you to accept it. It is not up to you to believe it or not. This is not open for debate. This is not open for opinions as to which way you want to believe. You must accept it. This is fact. This is the truth. If you do not agree, you are the traitor to America. You are the enemy of the people. You are the one causing the destruction. Get on the right team.